grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. I have my red shirt on for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to anybody watching this. We know on this channel that Valentine's Day is the biggest scam in the world. It is a purely made up day of nothingness. Obviously it does have the occult background like every single holiday does, but we're not going to talk about that. Happy Valentine's Day. But I want to start off this video by saying I was very wrong about crypto.com coin. Okay, I took a trade on this, planning to get a pump off the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about what happened with crypto and the Super Bowl, because basically everybody was wrong. Okay, so I took a trade like 50 cents or something, 47 to 50. I don't even know where I bought. We did get up to 51 cents, which was nothing, right? So there was basically no pump, and now we're actually down to back to 48 cents here. So nothing really happened. They did run their ad, right? But it was not coin focused. It did not pump the coin, right? And no coins were pumped because of the Super Bowl. No coins were pumped because of the Super Bowl. Very, very interesting that none of them actually, and it did not have any effect. So this is what the market is looking like right now, though. Saitama, once again, this one could be a good one to trade because this thing just seems to pump and dump every other day. Like, it'll pump for a couple days, then dump for the next two, and then rinse and repeat. But we're looking pretty mixed today on altcoins. $1.9 trillion on the market cap. Volume is at 68 billion. Looking pretty standard right here. Obviously, the macroeconomic and geopolitical environment is horrible still, right? It's still horrible. We're still in the major fear areas on the fear and greed index. We can go and look down here over this year, right, or the last 365 days. We did start climbing back up, but now we've dropped a little bit back down. And dude, this I just see a clear pattern here. Like, we will head back up, I think, on this. Now, the one thing I want to say, dude, is the next time that this market like pumps for real, like if we look at Bitcoin, this looks pretty good on the short term, right? The 4 hour, we have this RSI trend line break right here. Bitcoin has broken out on the RSI on the 4 hour. That is from Matthew Hyland. Also on the MACD, we have a bullish cross right here where you can see the blue line is crossing that orange line right there. Bullish cross, and then we've broken out on this pendant here as well. Bitcoin looking pretty good in the short term. What I can say is if this goes back to $55,000 or something, or 50,000, you better be taking profit if you're in profit, because I am not confident in the macroeconomic landscape and the geopolitical landscape. I'm not confident in it at all. It's gonna go to hell, dude. It is gonna go to hell. I've been saying it since like a long time. They're crashing the Titanic into the iceberg on purpose. Like, it's purposeful. They're like, yo, we see the iceberg, turn the ship and crash into it, so that we can rebuild this, because it's a rebuilding thing. You have to take it all down and then rebuild it better, right? So that is literally what's gonna happen. I wanted to show you guys also like my top couple coins in my portfolio. Ignore the average buy-in price. The average buy-in price is very skewed because some of my buys were just added randomly. But these are my top coins in my portfolio right as we speak. I have QNT, Hedera, XRP, some stable coin that I've logged there, and then Ethereum, right? That is what I'm rocking with in the top 5. Like, that should, honestly, in my opinion, if I was building a portfolio, those are necessities. Is Ethereum, XRP, HBAR, Quant, right? And Algorand. Those are like necessities. And then everything else I don't care about. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is to say I would sell this all in an instant. I have no, it might look like I'm emotionally attached, but I have no emotions with money at all. I have none. And that allows me to be able to give away, like do a sponsorship deal and give away $10,000 of that money, right? That allows me to do things like that because I really do not care. So what I would say is I am not letting my money ride into a strong, full-on bear market again. I'm not going to let this ride through. So that means if this market, like I already took profit, and hopefully you guys, took my words and heeded my warning when we were up here approaching $60,000 for the second time, right? Hopefully, like around there in November, all I was talking about was, end of October, start of November. All I was talking about every second sentence was, dude, we got to be looking to take profit, at least take profit on one thing, right? So if this pumps back up, I will be taking profit. That's what I want to say. Ultimately, though, this daily chart on Bitcoin, right? Market Cipher we're still waiting on this confirmation of red into green money flow there. On the 12-hour, it's getting thin, right? Still getting thin there. And then the 4-hour, we're deep in this green money flow right here. Obviously, RSI, we had this RSI break on the normal relative strength index down here, but on the Market Cipher ones, on the 4-hour, we can see the stochastic heading up and the normal RSI already on that 60 line right there. So pretty bullish on Bitcoin in the short term, right? We have the Federal Reserve meeting, closed meeting today. Hopefully it will have no effect and not rug the market. But let's keep going. Bitcoin is still just sitting in between support and resistance. Matthew Hyland. This is absolutely true. This is the daily chart. Bitcoin is just sitting in between support and resistance, right? This buying zone or this selling zone at, 45,000 and then that 41,000 as support. So let's talk about the Super Bowl. What the heck happened? So first of all, that halftime show was absolutely legendary, very amazing. If you think that wasn't amazing, something's wrong with you. Also, like on a spiritual level, usually the halftime show, usually the halftime show is filled with Baphomets and satanic symbolism and things like this. Okay, little horned goddesses and stuff. They kept it so pure. I want to commend the Super Bowl. I didn't see nothing. Crazy, right? No horned devils and snake-headed men. I didn't see none of that. They kept it pure, and I want to commend them for that. I love that one. And it was a bunch of legends, bro. Oh my goodness. 50 Cent, all of them. Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J, Kendrick, Anderson .Paak on the drums. Oh my goodness. But look what this person found. Flight 589, look what this person found, dude. So he puts the H bar symbol, and then he shows that in Kendrick's halftime performance, they lined up as an H, and then the Shiba logo, if you look hard enough, the Shiba logo is there. Very funny. Obviously, that's some BS. That's a definite reach, right? Definite stretch, definite reach. The BitBuy ad was fire. Shout out to BitBuy. They got an amazing placement right after the halftime show. That ad aired in Canada, right? That ad aired in Canada, was very good. That is my exchange that I've been cashing out on. We also had a Shiba Inu, which was featured. So I was correct that a Shiba Inu was going to be featured in one of these commercials, but I was not correct on who would do it. I said that Coinbase would feature a Shiba Inu. We all know. We're going to talk about what happened with Coinbases. But Shiba Inu was featured in an eToro commercial. Very interesting. And it did not pump the coin. Did not really pump the coin there, right? Nothing really got pumped. It's interesting. Nothing really got pumped. Coinbase ran this QR code ad right here. They did the bouncing icon like a DVD screensaver. Everyone was trying to scan the QR code and the website crashed. So there was a bunch of funny jokes. They got memed on Twitter. And ultimately, they probably got the most exposure and most shock factor out of any of the Super Bowl ads. Any of them, right? They most talk. So if they wanted exposure, they got it. I don't think Coinbase really needs, maybe they need that mainstream exposure, but that was a genius marketing play. Obviously could have been executed more strongly. Maybe they wanted the website to crash, since I think they said only 10,000 users could actually get in or something like that. Interesting. This is a reminder, one of the most important reminders that you'll ever see. The daily chart looks like this, right? Ups and downs, the yearly chart on any crypto, basically, especially Bitcoin and the total crypto market cap looks like this. And then decades just looks like an up only, dude. Oh my goodness. Super duper important update, or a super important reminder right here that we are still just maturing. This market is going to go like the S&P 500, bro. Straight up. Like in 10 years, when we look back, it's going to be amazing. Now, let's talk about, hold on. Let's talk about this, okay? Hugo Filion, who's the co-founder and CEO of Flare Network. Flare is building a system that solves some of the biggest problems in the space and unleashes robust cross-chain interoperability. This takes time, but we're almost there. So Flare Network is coming, okay? And you guys know I will be covering all the DeFi, or as much as I can, of the DeFi on XRP. I cannot wait for DeFi on XRP and Flare Finance. I'm waiting. So I can't wait for Flare to launch. They say this is about cross-chain interoperability. I want to bring up this old post a month ago from Vitalik Buterin talking about how he is pessimistic about cross-chain applications. Vitalik thinks that the future is going to be multi-chain and not cross-chain. He's bullish on multi-chain and optimistic on multi-chain. Very interesting read. I'll leave the link to this in the description. You can hear his reasoning. But Flare, I mean, maybe he's just salty that Flare is doing this. I don't know. Now, we have the World Economic Forum, dude. What to know? Solar storms. This is everything you need to know about solar storms. Why is the World Economic Forum... Like, there's been so much recent content about solar storms from the World Economic Forum. We know why this is. There's going to be a cyber pandemic after the corona pandemic is done, right? Because that unlisted video, we got to do a full breakdown on that unlisted video or something. They posted an unlisted video, and unlisted means that you can only view it if you have the link. So I posted a bunch of videos about it and ran that link up. Shout out to the person who gave me the link. I ran the views up on that link, and now there's been like 80,000 views on that video. It's a very important video, and it basically says there's going to be a cyber pandemic 50 times worse on a digital scale than corona, okay? And that would shut down like the whole internet, the power grid, all of this. We know that's coming. It's coming. It's on the way, dude. And I think it will be used to introduce a new system, some kind of new system. Now, I want to end off with some motivation here for anybody who wants to start making content, right? Or doing something great in the world. It will always be cringe. When I look back on all of my videos, there's essences and elements of cringe to me. I'm like, oh, why would you say that? Or why are you acting like that? Or why are you making your face like that? It's always cringe. It will always be cringe. So don't let that be a hindrance. You just got to start now. And if you start now, you will speed up the time that it takes to reach success. Because in social media and content creation and just having success as an internet entrepreneur, all it takes is time. If you put the time in, you will get results. And the success numbs the cringe. So I can look back on my videos and cringe, but be okay because I've now had success. That's what you want to reach. Also, nobody gives a crap at all. Nobody cares what you're doing. Nobody cares. Be that thing you've always known you should be, or do that thing you've always thought you should be doing. There's some motivation at the end of that video for you. Market, see those bubbles increase right there. Market is looking standard, right? Standard after the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, the Super Bowl pumps did not come through whatsoever. Very disappointing on that. But we will keep plugging along. Make sure you're following on Twitter and Instagram. Join the Telegram group right there. And I love every single one of you. Happy Valentine's Day, and goodbye.
Crawl, steal.